People are mentally crippled. They come out. They're controlled by those groups. They won't integrate or work with anybody else or be happy. Then that makes whites get paranoid and be even more racist because that's going on the other side. Then you have a little mini race war. And then black people get even more suppressed. Blacks are, 30% of the population. Half that's men, 6.5%. And you're going to get in a fight with all the, honkies that are armed to the teeth and, know how to go around the world killing everybody. I mean, that is just not a good move. And that's what they're setting up. That's what they're pushing. And then Pastor Manning's over here saying, let's not do this. Let's be Christian. Let's get jobs. Let's build our communities. Let's have men in the homes. And that's called not liking black people. I don't know what broadcast Ed's listening to, but I hear somebody who loves humanity and loves his people. Now, I'm going to go back to Ed in a minute, but Manning, is that accurate what I said?
Oh, it's absolutely spot on. I mean, we've had 70 years of panty waste policies and activities towards black people, obfuscating their responsibility, allowing them to think and to do and tell them how bad the world has treated them. And look at where
How do you make somebody strong weak? You pamper them so they are weak. That was a total attack.
Absolutely. And it was a planned attack as well. So we have to realize that, Harry Truman said when he was president, they used to call him, give him hell, Harry. And the President Harry said, I don't give them hell. I just tell them the truth, and they think it's hell. When you've got a society of people who are at the bottom of the world's social register, and there's no denying that. I didn't put black people at the bottom of the economic ladder. I didn't put them at the bottom of the family ladder. I didn't put them at the bottom of every social remedy. I didn't put them there. They are there. How do you get them out? You don't get them out by telling them it's okay for them to stay the hell there.
Adversity makes men, prosperity makes monsters. That's Victor Hugo.
And so we have got to be able to tell people, listen, here's the truth. You need to go back to leadership of your home. You need to go back to taking care of your family and your children. And you need to realize that all of the so-called leaders over the last 60 years have made the conditions. I mean, look at Chicago. You got Louis Farrakhan living in Chicago. You got Obama claiming to come from Chicago. You've got Jesse Jackson. You got three of black greatest leaders in Chicago. Yet you've got, and they are the ones who are panty-wasting black men. Yet they got more killings of black people in Chicago than we have any place else. Does Albert, whoever he is, want me to have the same kind of rhetoric that Jesse Jackson, Louis Farrakhan, and Obama has for black men?
Well, sure, I'm not defending Farrakhan's compendium of work, but Jackson and others do want the liberal social stuff. I mean, Farrakhan at least tries to get folks to get jobs and have their own businesses.
No, he does. I have to give him credit for that. He does. He understands that there is that is the way in which we must go. But I think that when I live in Harlem, and I see the suffering. I'm a pastor of women who've got no man in their life. They go to bed lonely and cold every night. I'm the pastor of children who don't know who their fathers are. I see this go on and on.
I know you do.
And I see politicians get up and talk about how bad the white man is. Hell, listen, you can take care of your children. I don't care what the circumstances are. Be a father. Work 2 jobs, 3 jobs. What's wrong with that?
I know. That's what I tell. I know, it's incredible. I'm telling you, these men are just, they think being lazy. I'm about white men, Hispanics, you name it. They think laying around's fun. A man busts his ass.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You defend your children with your life. And I think if we had more of that kind of a spirit, more of that spirit, we wouldn't see.
Well, Pastor Manning, I always feel like I've had a big old drink of cold water on a hot day when you've been on. You're a great patriot. I love your spirit. Outlet.org.
Alex, thank you so very much. It's a big honor.
Thank you. Big honor. We now take you live to the highway between San Diego and Los Angeles at UCLA as Joe Biggs follows a phalanx of police cars. We can put up Fox, CNN, you name it. It looks like 500 cops, different agencies, LAPD, you name it, just standing around and waiting to raid UCLA and to find out, as we cover the media covering the media here, what's going on. So 2 victims, and it's like the end of the world. And I'm sad somebody got shot, but most of the time it's gang-related, which just shows that's part of, the whole drug culture. And if, 2 people die in a bus accident, nobody cares. But if it's guns, it's the end of the world. Truth is, gun crime is down over 20 years. Mass shootings are flat. But we'll find out with Joe Biggs, who's been dealing with social justice warriors and following that whole tour that Breitbart's got, just going and having free speech events that they try to shut down everywhere to illustrate their tyranny. In fact, if I was running the Trump campaign, I'd be out in California every week just to show these people. Every time he does it, his poll numbers go up a point or two. I mean, just to show that how authoritarian these folks are. But another so-called mass shooting, which 2 people, 2 victims. Joe Biggs, you're driving there, joining us via Skype. Thank you. What intel do you have us?
Well, so far, it's confirmed, 2 people have been shot. They're saying there's still an active shooter. I'm on the 405 right now, speeding as fast as I can, behind what seems to be about 50 to 80 cops that have passed me already. They're in the side lane. I'm in the passenger zone lane right now, driving up there as quickly as possible to get there. And as you know, I was actually on the UCLA campus last night, and I just spoke with Milo's manager. They had left and went outside and were talking to some friends and then decided to go back inside that building. And they actually had a bomb threat called on them. So now they're worried that if they continue on with the event today in Long Beach, that this could be related in some way. So they're trying to figure out what they want to do with Breitbart, if they still want to have this event. But, last night I was inside the building where Milo was giving a speech, and there were these people outside the building banging and beating on the wall, screaming and yelling. It was ridiculous. These people are insane.
So you're saying that they've been having bomb threats to shut down these events. That's newsworthy right there. And this could be related to that as a way to try to shut things down. I hope that the social justice warriors haven't shot someone. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I mean, I literally just got off the phone with Milo's manager, and they were worried about that because they were leaving, and then they decided they had some more friends show up later on, and they went back inside the building where they had the venue last night or whatever. And they said that the police got word that there was a bomb threat, and they were all told to evacuate, swept out of there. And now they're worried that this might be related in a way, so they might shut down this event that they were going to have at Long Beach today. So it's very interesting. This is, it's very intense. I'm driving as fast as I can through tons of traffic on my right side that's at a standstill on the 405 heading north. So hopefully we can get there in time. We can find out what's going on.
Well, you're in the fast track behind the police. We'll get a video Skype feed as soon as you get there. How far out are you?
It looks like 3.5 miles away with traffic, about 13 minutes. So I'm getting closer. I've been on the road for a little bit now.
Well, listen, take a break. We'll get you on 40 after or so once you can set up a video feed there on the ground. But that is certainly newsworthy. Please call in a report to Don Salazar, Kit Daniels, or Mikhail Thalen, or any of our reporters. Paul Watson's listening to give us the basic facts because, wow, the fact that there's been a bomb threat. Slowly go over it all one more time for our reporters and listeners, exactly where you've been, the tour you're on, what's happening, and what's unfolded.
Well, I'm on the free speech tour with Milo Yiannopoulos. He's a writer for Breitbart, and he's known for a lot of controversial statements. He says feminism is cancer. And I came out. I was invited by his manager to come cover a few of his events. He had 3 events in a row. Last night, UCLA, today, Long Beach, and tomorrow, UC Irvine, which is actually right beside Costa Mesa. We all saw that epic footage that our reporters got when they were down there covering the Trump event, and they're expecting a lot more like that to happen again as well at this UC Irvine event. So what happened last night when we were at the UCLA event, a lot of social justice warriors showed up, beating and banging on doors. They made a human chain with their arms interlinked. They were literally attacking and pushing people. And it was beyond anything I've seen at some of these. I mean, they were literally jumping in front of people and throwing themselves. I saw a girl jump and start backing into a guy hitting him, a reporter, and then told the cops that he assaulted her. And then the cops basically were like, talking to him like he was like some criminal.
That's what's crazy from Portland and upstate New York, everywhere. They'll have the social justice warriors, when you were there, hitting people, saying you're not allowed to have a Trump event with 6 people, and then the cops come and say, yes, we agree, you're not allowed, good job beating them up. I mean, these cops are like whacked out loons.
Now there's ambulances coming swerving out of the roads around me right now. Wow, this is intense. I mean, this place is everywhere. I mean, there's
total hysteria. They do this to demonize guns. Anytime there's a shooting or a banana peel on the ground, they make a huge deal out of it. Joe, I'm going to let you focus. We'll talk to you in about 20 minutes. Be safe.
Okay.
All right, there goes Joe Biggs. I got loaded phone lines. Pastor Manning left because I had Joe Biggs coming up. He was going to be there at the university, the side of the next event. Ladies and gentlemen, we need other patriots to go out because Joe will be in the midst of like 500 anti-American weirdo, whether they're black, white, Hispanic. They'll have like zits all over their face, drooling. They can hardly talk. A lot of them weigh like 400 pounds. I'm not being mad at fat people. It's just that it's like, seems to be what they're into. You know, just sitting on their couch all day, just screaming, no free speech, blah, blah, kill Trump, blah, you know, all this garbage. We need everybody to go to these events and just document it. Because we'll have people in a crowd and get incredible footage that gets, 10 million views and is on Drudge and, on CNN and Fox. But we're missing the real gold. I mean, so many times you got a camera and you miss just the most insane stuff you wish you'd have caught. I don't care if you put a Bernie shirt on and just go out there and infiltrate these groups. You could get the footage that is the meme that shoots the black arrow into the dragon's heart and brings it down. I mean, we're so close. This fight is so close right now. I cannot express to you how you need to be on the ground as boots on the ground. I just got chills. I just get chills. This is the battle for the Republic, folks. This is up against people that want to make us poor to control us. They want to blow the engine of free market. We're barely keeping the country going right now. We have had so many victories. We've had so many defeats. We're in a toe-to-toe death battle. And when you're out there taking action, when you're out there speaking out, when you're out there, even more importantly, getting intel on these brainwashed zombies that are the enemy, I feel sorry for them. They're idiots. They're dangerous, but they're like a zombie attack wave. I mean, they're still the enemy. You got to deal with them. And that's just the way it is, okay? So get out there. Just do it. Just get into their groups, act like a hateful, anti-human piece of trash, and they'll start spewing, we're going to murder everybody, we're communists. Oh, God, I wish years ago I'd have caught on tape anarchists that are really communists coming up and telling me they're going to kill me and they're going to take over the country and stuff. I mean, back then you didn't have phones to record or whatever, and I have a camera guy, and he'd be 10 feet away when they do it. They'd come over when nobody was watching and punch you in the back, and try to get you to physically attack them. They try all sorts of scams. And I'm just telling you, if the American people get up off the bench of every race, color, and creed, every stupid sexual persuasion, I don't care. Don't you believe in freedom? Don't you believe in the freedom of speech and property? I mean, that's why everybody wants to come here, because we have a little bit of freedom. Hell, we're a rat hole. We're a cesspit in many respects, but compared to other cesspits, we're looking pretty good right now. And just get off the bench, get up off the bench, get up off the stool. Get up and just get in the fight. It's going to feel so good once you're in it. I remember so many times there'd be some bully flunk 3-4 grades waiting for me in junior high or high school. And they'd say, I'm going to be waiting right here. And you know what? I'd be walking out. My mom was there to pick me up, or I'd be taking the bus. And I'd say, you know what? I'm going to go on down there to that park. That guy thinks he weighs 50 pounds, 100 pounds more than me. He's beat up a whole string of folks. Because the weird thing about it was so fun to just march up to those people. No matter what they did to me, I was going to beat their ass in the end. You know what? At the end of the day, they'd be sitting there on the ground, laid out, blood all over their face, their nose broken, their teeth loose. Everybody be going, look at that 13-year-old kid just beat up that 17-year-old bully. And I'd look at him and I'd say, that's how you get the job done right there. And that's living. And I'm here to tell people right now, you need to stop being cowards and stop being afraid of these people. It's time to take them on. Because the fight isn't with schoolyard bullies here. It's with people that want to rape our rights, abort our children, chop their body parts up and sell them, and have this witch filth, Katie Couric, sit up there and edit videos like gun owners are a bunch of mentally retarded idiots. Sick of her crap. I salute Trump for going after that witch. Everything Trump does, from destroying political correctness to destroying globalism, destroying it, destroys them. It doesn't matter if he sells out or sold out. That's why he hasn't sold out. You speak these truths, it's big, long, black coffin nails driven right into their heart. You don't put stuff like this back in the bottle. A fight's already here. Like Patrick Henry said, our friends may cry, peace, peace. There is no peace. There's already war in the north. The next gale will bring it here. Listen to our brethren. If you want to sell out, may your chain set lightly upon you, to paraphrase. But as for me, give me liberty or give me death. We're going to Roger, Joseph, and others here in a moment. I know your folks called for Pastor Manning, but he's gone now. You got sure great points to make. And then Biggs will pop in as soon as he gets there. He's in UCLA. I mean, it's like L.A.'s locked down. Escape from L.A. 2 people got shot at UCLA in a city of 10 million people.